Hey, what's up everyone, Ollie here. So in this video, I wanted to cover some of my favorite smart home tech. And you may be surprised, I don't actually have as much tech as you think, mainly because I actually like to have fewer high quality gadgets rather than lots of them everywhere. I like to keep my home quite simple, quite clean looking when it comes to gadgets and stuff. And yeah, in this video, I wanted to cover some of my favorites. I also wanted to thank Boundary for sponsoring this video. Boundary is a smart home alarm system that you can install yourself without the need of a super expensive professional system. On the Boundary website, you can build your own system to suit your needs. I have the medium bundle with the outdoor siren. In this bundle, you get to the hub, which is central to the system. You can use it to arm or disarm your alarm, but you can also do that within the app. You also get 4 motion sensors, 2 contact sensors, 2 key fobs, and of course the outdoor siren. The first thing I noticed about this system is the design. All of the accessories, the hub, the key fobs, everything just looks really good. It's very well designed. They should do a good job of blending in with any interior. Also, the app is very well designed and easy to use. The setup process literally took me less than 10 minutes. Using the app, you can arm and disarm the alarm without having to actually touch the hub itself. Same applies with Alexa or Google Home. You can arm or disarm the alarm using voice control. Probably my favorite functionality though is the ability to use it to sort of smartify your home. I can use Alexa or if this then that to automate things around my home. So for example, when I come home and disarm the alarm, I can have it automatically play my Sonos and play my favorite music. I can also have it do things like enable any smart lights around my home. So if you're looking for your own DIY alarm system, check out Boundary. You can choose a bundle or design your own. And if you use my link or code, you can get 30% off, which is pretty much the best offer that you can get right now. The Apple TV 4K. So I have the latest Apple TV 4K, and even with WebOS on my LG TV, I still prefer the Apple TV for the fluid UI and App Store. It supports Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos too, if your TV supports it of course, and the new remote is a million times better than the previous one. No more accidental swipes with the touchpad, mostly physical buttons now, and it's also much easier to tell which way up it is. It also supports spatial audio, so if you connect up your AirPods Pro or your AirPods Max to the Apple TV, you can get a cinema-like experience. It also means you can listen to the TV audio privately, a great way to not disturb any other sort of family members or anyone else you might have in the house. One side benefit of the Apple TV that I've actually found myself using a lot is that you can actually use your iPhone as a remote of the Apple TV if you're feeling a bit too lazy to pick up the remote itself. There's an app which you can quickly access from the control center that turns your iPhone into basically a huge remote. The LG G10. So this is my current TV in the living room. I do also have the new C1, but I prefer the wall-mounted design of the G10. This TV is seriously fantastic. It just looks incredible mounted to my wall, and I have the wires going through a hole in the wall which gives me that very nice sort of clean wire-free look. It's 4K, OLED and 65 inches. It supports Dolby Vision 2 and has a bunch of great filmmaker modes so that you can experience movies and TV shows without any software or hardware tuning. The image quality that comes out of this thing is just incredible. The experience that it gives me is just amazing. I can't praise it enough. When watching movies or TV shows in the evening or the night when the lights are dim, the OLED really comes into its own. In my video you can obviously see a ton of reflections, but that's just because of the angle. I have a large window next to the TV, but usually I'm watching the TV from front on where there are pretty much no reflections, so I don't really have any issues with it. So in the past couple of years, I've heavily invested in the Sonos ecosystem. I was a bit hesitant at first, but now that I'm in it, I think it's actually well worth the money. It's definitely not cheap, and like I said, I was put off by the pricing at first, but there's a reason why you see so many people using Sonos, and it's because it really is a great system. I have a bunch of Sonos ones dotted around my home and they sound really good. For such a small package, the sound that comes out of them is bigger than you expect, especially when it comes to the bass. It really feels like it can shake the whole house pretty much. And when you have a bunch of them playing all at once, it is a pretty incredible experience. But it's not just the hardware, it's also the software. I feel like Sonos have done such a good job with the app and the overall sort of software experience. They've nailed the app which lets you quickly choose music and choose which rooms you want the music to go through. And because you can choose between Alexa or Google Assistant, I don't need separate voice assistant speakers. I can have Alexa in pretty much every room in my house and use it to play, pause the music or control any smart home tech around my house. In addition to the Sonos One speakers that I have, I also picked up this IKEA Symfonisk, I think that's how you say it, sort of picture frame speaker. And this is a collab between IKEA and Sonos. They do have a bunch of other collabs as well, but this is one of their most recent ones. And it's essentially a picture frame that has a built-in speaker. To be honest, when I ordered it, I wasn't expecting much. I just wanted to give it a try, but I was actually very impressed by it. It sounds very good, nearly as good as a Sonos one. I'd actually argue that it has more bass than a Sonos one due to the larger surface area. It integrates well with the Sonos app, and you can pair two of them to create a stereo setup. And of course, one of the best things about it is that it looks like a picture frame. It doesn't look like a normal speaker, and most people would have no idea. I've had a few friends look at it and think, what is that thing? They just have no idea that it's a speaker. And that's the idea. It blends into your home or office interior. The Govee floor lamp. So I recently picked up this smart LED floor lamp from Govee. It's a very high quality LED standing strip light. It's made from aluminium and it also looks pretty good. It is of course a smart light, so it can be controlled with voice assistance, and of course you can set up triggers and automations. What impressed me though was how bright it got. I've tried a bunch of other sort of similar products, but this is definitely one of the brightest. It is RGB, so you can pretty much have any color you like, and the colors do look very good. There's a white translucent layer over the LEDs to make them blend better, and it does a pretty good job. But the idea is that you have it against a wall or in a corner so the light reflects off the wall itself. There's also a neat music feature, so the light can react to music you're playing. A good way to add a sort of party vibe when you have friends around. I've been very impressed with this light and would highly recommend it if you're looking for a high quality LED sort of smart floor lamp. LIFX smart bulb. So a lot of people like to go for Philips Hue, which makes a lot of sense. Philips Hue are definitely sort of the brand leaders, you could say, when it comes to smart bulbs. But LIFX is also a really good choice. And the reason I like the LIFX bulbs is because you don't actually need a hub or a bridge. They can connect directly to your Wi-Fi. You can then control them through the LIFX app or using any smart assistant. And in the app, you can do a bunch of stuff like group bulbs to control a bunch of them at once, change the color using the color wheel. You can have pretty much any color you like. And of course, you could change the brightness. As you'd expect, you can also automate them to come on at specific times or use certain triggers. I also think they're very affordable, especially if you go for the white bulbs and you don't need RGB. I feel like they're very much worth the money. Tapo smart plugs. So if you're looking for a smart plug, look no further. These are very affordable and work incredibly well. It's a great way to make any appliance somewhat smart in your home. I actually use one of the plugs to control an outdoor strip light in my garden. The app as well is also easy to use, but I actually use it through Alexa so that when it comes to sunset, my lights turn on automatically, turns on all of my garden lights all at once. The Blink camera. So I use a bunch of different smart cameras around my home, but the Blink camera is definitely one of my favorites. And the main reason I like it is because of its price, size, and functionality. It's the perfect camera if you need an indoor cam to monitor parts of your home. It can send you notifications when it detects motion, and it will automatically save clips when it does detect motion. It connects to the mains, so there is no battery, but I actually prefer this as it then always has power and you don't have to worry about changing the battery every few months. It features two-way audio, so you can hear what the camera is picking up, but also speak through it to anyone that might be near it. I feel like this would be the ideal camera to monitor maybe an important room in your house or just to keep an eye on your pets. It is a very simple camera and does what you'd expect for a camera that's under $50, £50. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, some of my favorite smart home tech. Let me know in the comments what your favorite smart home tech is. Again, thanks to Boundary for sponsoring this video. Make sure to check out my link in the description to Boundary or use my code to get 30% off. Literally the best offer that you can get right now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and subscribe for more.